Welcome. In front of me is a Tecno Spark Go from 2023, and today I'll go over unboxing along with a quick overview of this phone. So let's just get straight into it. Oh, actually I don't need to cut it. They basically took the inspiration from Apple with this little come on, you had one job. Okay, you know what? Screw this, I'm just cutting through it. Okay, so there we go. That's basically all we have in the box. Get a case, headphones, though they don't look too good. We have a Type-C cable to Type-A, and a measly 10-watt charger, but it's still included in the box. So that's already still better than what Samsung does, or Apple. So anyway, let's start off with the device. You can see the display right here. That's a 6.6-inch display with a 720 by 1600 resolution. It's an LCD IPS, 84.4% screen to body ratio, and 267 pixels per inch. It is also running on Android 12, which I think at the moment we have Android 13 as the newest one. Possibly it could maybe get an update to 13, though that's obviously up to, I assume, either Tecno or Google. I'm not necessarily sure. Now, this device is being powered by a Helio A22 processor. It comes with 3 or 4 gigabytes of RAM and 32 gigabytes of storage at the very lowest end, and up to 64 gigabytes of storage at the highest end. Now, 32 and 3 gigs is the lowest model. The next lowest one, or one above that, is 64 and 3, and then 64 and 4 gigabytes of RAM. Now, moving on, battery wise, we have a 5000 milliamp hour battery in here, so pretty decent battery cell in, though the charging obviously won't be necessarily anything like super substantial. With only 10 watts, you'll be charging it for quite some time. Now, additionally, while we're at the back, we have our cameras, and the main sensor here is a 13 megapixel wide sensor, and I have no info about the second one. I'm just gonna stick with that one. It's already crappy enough for a main sensor. And then at the front we have a 5 megapixel wide, or not even wide, it just says 5 megapixels. Now with the back camera you can shoot at 1080p 30 frames video wise, and that's the max you can do. Now moving on, what else is there to mention? We do have a fingerprint sensor at the back, or right over here. Pretty decent spot for it, I would say. It might look a little bit out of the way where it's located, but when you're holding the device normally, like you would probably like this, my finger just rests in there naturally, so that's pretty good. And that's basically all there is to this device. Couple additional things that I'm going to mention. Well, I already did mention we have a fingerprint sensor. We have Type-C charging port, which obviously this device is, I believe, budget. Let me just quickly do a conversion of this, because it costs about 7,000 rupees, which I'm not exactly sure how much that is, but yeah, this device is like below 100 bucks. So it is pretty budget. So we do have a charging port Type-C, which for that price, fantastic. I love to see this. There's plenty of manufacturers that decide to give you a budget device and include a shit charging port like micro USB, which, like, come on, it probably would cost you 1 cent more, but you decided to give people absolute garbage. So here, Tecno decided to include Type-C, so that's a really nice thing. We also have a headphone jack right here, if you still use headphones, and obviously we also got included headphones in the box. Then we have a microphone next to it. We got our speaker grill. At the top we got nothing. On the side we got our tray, which if I'm correct, has expandable storage, but I'm gonna check it right now. Yep, so you have dual SIM card along with SD card support. So obviously you can extend it further past the 64 gigabytes of storage or past the 32 at the very lowest end if you want to. And on the right side we just have our volume rockers along with a power button, and that's it. Another thing that I'll mention is this device comes with a pre-applied screen protector. It is plastic one. I'll just see if I can get the light to shine correctly. There we go. So you can see the edges of it kind of curving around the camera. So we do have a screen protector applied to it. Though the one that I got is already kind of scuffed up. Just to show this off. So you can see it's already kind of scratched up. But still, I'm not necessarily complaining for this price. It already comes with a screen protector and a Type-C port, so that's already a win in my book. And a case. Now, the case looks like it's already starting to have some like yellowish tint to it. If you know what I mean, like those silicone cases where they get used up, they start to look absolutely gross. This feels like it's already getting this kind of yellowish tint to it, though it's hard to get it on camera. But still, protects your device, and that's really all that matters. So there we go. Now, if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.